Hi, this is Emerson Simons, and you're watching Patch Turned Up here on Facebook Live. Today we are joined by Joe, and we'll be listening to their show, Help Desk with Joe. This is show number 30, and we are going live. This is Emerson Simons with Patch Turned Up Studio here in Spencer, West Virginia. You're listening to Help Desk with Joe. This is episode 53 with our podcast series. Make sure to tune in for more podcasts, information, and music. Thank you for tuning in.
All right, show number 30 with Help Desk with Joe.
We're moving right up there.
We are. This is crazy, and I know we kind of talk about it every time, but it's 30 shows. We're in, and we're back to doing live shows in our studio, and everything's just going groovy. So, welcome, Joe.
Thank you. We're back for another week.
Back for another week. More news updates. So I don't see a product with you, so I'm assuming it's a tip of the week.
No, actually, we're doing a review. If you remember last week, we was going to review Microsoft Transcribe.
That's right.
Yes.
And you used it.
Yes.
Okay, well, great. Well, I'll let the cat out of the bag early. So anyway, a review, but not a virtual review.
Yes.
Not a product you have in hand. I like the ones where we put stuff in water much better. But
I'm working on that.
Yeah, something to Cena's, hopefully. Keep me honest.
That's up to her. It all depends on how bad she wants a new model.
I got you. Yeah. Good call. Okay. Well, as always, here with Help Desk with Joe, helping out the average consumer and some of our commercial applications as well. You have news updates, and you're going to start off with Movies Anywhere. And I'll be honest, I don't even know what Movies Anywhere is. So let's do a quick poll. Emerson, have you heard of Movies Anywhere?
No.
Okay, so we're in the dark here. Fill us in.
Okay, so Movies Anywhere started out several years ago as Disney Anywhere, where you could, anytime you bought a copy of a Disney movie, a digital copy, you could actually download the Disney Anywhere app, and then you'd have that movie with you on all your mobile devices. Then in 2017, they expanded it to Movies Anywhere, and the way it works now is you can use your iTunes, your Amazon login, and any Vudu, anywhere that you buy digital content, and it's kind of a group together all in one kind of deal. What it does is they have license agreements with all the companies for certain movies that you can actually buy, and all your movies will be cataloged in one location.
Boy, how the world has changed. Em, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
So, do you own any like DVDs?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you own any like VCR tapes?
No, but my grandma does.
Okay.
And
that's the answer I was looking for.
Do you have a VCR player?
No, but my grandma does.
Okay. Do you have? I assume you have a DVD player then.
Yes.
Is it like a video game that plays them, or is it like a DVD player?
It's like a DVD player.
Okay. We do not have a DVD player anymore.
Really?
Yeah, because Kale's Xbox or Play, whatever.
Okay, well then, yeah,
they'll play them.
Right.
But honestly, we don't even have any DVDs. We had them, and when we moved, I don't know what we did with them, but
they didn't survive the move.
Yeah, I mean, I remember we used to rent like Redbox.
Right.
But that was, we had a player in our car, like one of those bag players that you hooked up and had monitors hang over the seats.
Right.
We used to do that when the kids were little, but for the last 5 years, no DVD player, no DVDs. So the moral of the story is, holy smokes, we're digital. This is digital.
Yes.
It's great. Em, do you own any movies digitally, like we're talking about it here? Or do you watch Netflix, Amazon?
I watch Netflix, but I don't have any any movies downloaded.
So you haven't bought any, you just stream everything.
Yeah.
Okay.
I find it weird to buy them now because everything is just streaming.
Yeah, that's
Does that
me.
seem weird?
No, because very rarely will I buy something. I'll buy something, one, if I get a good deal, like typically like the Walmart Black Friday $5 bins for movies, and it has to be something really good that it's either one, hard to find streaming, or two, I always hate trying to look for it on streaming. That way I know I have.
What movie have you bought last? What was the last one you bought that kind of fit in that category?
Oh, good golly.
You had to have it, so you bought it out of the bin.
That's been so long, Dave, I don't remember.
Okay, so it's been a while then.
Yeah.
What's your favorite movie you own on DVD then?
Oh, Tommy Boy.
Oh, God. Em, what about you? What's your favorite go-to DVD movie?
I probably haven't watched a DVD in a while.
Do you remember what the last one was?
Probably when I was little, probably like Minions or something like that.
Oh, Minions is a good movie.
Yeah.
My favorite one was Cars.
That was a good one.
Cars, and I was like blown away by how good it was.
Yes.
Content-wise and visually.
Yes.
But okay. Anyway, so I drug you way off track. If Senior were here, she'd be smacking both of us in the back of the head. But in reality, owning a DVD, VCRs. I mean, my goodness, who has a VCR tape anymore? But owning a DVD just seems so foreign.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we have even with Sadie, we have very few DVDs because mostly if we can stream it or now with Disney Plus, basically she has more Disney movies than Cena and I ever dreamed of with just Disney Plus.
Well, and like last week you reviewed the Nintendo Switch.
Yeah.
Nintendo Switch, and being virtual, being on the go. I mean, why own the little game cartridges and try to keep track of them? Em, you got a video game?
Nope.
Okay, problem solved.
There you go.
But so, boy, that was a quick note too.
Yeah.
Have you ever owned a video game console?
I used to have a DS.
Okay.
So
yeah. But anyway, all right, back to Movies Anywhere. I almost forgot what we were even talking about. So yeah, what's the news update with Movies Anywhere?
Okay, so like I said, Movies Anywhere is kind of what they're calling a digital locker, where you can sync all your logins, iTunes, Vudu, Amazon Prime, all that, where you've bought movies, and if they have a license agreement, they will actually catalog all that in one spot for you.
Nice. How many of those do you have personally?
I looked, because I signed up when it was initially Movies Anywhere, and they had this thing, and it was to really bump up the stuff where if you signed up, you got like 3 digital copies of a movie, and then if you started linking so many accounts, you got 3 more. So I got 6 movies out of it, and I got the Ghostbusters, not the Bill Murray one, but the remake. And I got
the Bill Murray one.
Yeah, I'd have been.
Aykroyd, Bill Murray, that's a classic.
I know. I've seen the remake, and
the remake's not bad.
It's not bad. It's not as bad as what the critics tell you it is, but it's not the original, and it's nothing to do with the cast. It's just the plot wasn't.
Yeah, the plot's a little thin, but the cast was funny.
Yes, yeah, it had a great cast.
Liam Hemsworth, is that his name? The guy in it?
Yeah, I think
the secretary guy.
Yes.
He was hilarious.
Yeah, and
I can't believe he signed up for that.
And Melissa McCarthy, she's a great actress.
And then the blonde that's kind of dingy but forthright. Yeah, she did a good job too.
So I got it big.
Oh, with Tom Hanks?
Yes.
That's fantastic.
Yes.
I'm a classic movie guy.
Oh, so. I am too. So, and there was the Lego Movie and a couple others. So,
yeah.
Got a nice little variety.
You have some movies in there.
Yeah, I got a nice little variety just for free before I linked my accounts.
Yep. You know what's weird? So, one of my favorite movies is The Breakfast Club and Vision Quest. The crazy part is finding Vision Quest, which wasn't like a very popular movie back in the 80s.
Right.
But if you wanted to get it now, to buy it, it's like $12.
Yeah, it's crazy on how some of these older movies are, one, either so hard to find, or two, they want an arm and a leg for.
I don't understand the pricing scheme there. Because it's not like a big movie that people follow and just have to have. Like, it's not near as popular as Ghostbusters.
Right.
Or anything like that. So why in the world is the price so high?
Yeah, I don't get that. And then what's really crazy is 6 months ago, and here's a little nostalgia, Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventures.
Oh, yeah.
You could pretty much find that for free on any streaming service.
Yeah.
Now that the new edition of the Bill and Ted series movie is out, it's back into the, you want it, you got to pay for it.
Back in the fold of renting it.
Yeah.
That's craziness. I'm not a big fan of, Bill and Ted's first one was okay. I was telling my kids about this. They're like, what's the big deal? And I was like, the first movie's kind of a little cult classic.
Yeah.
Kind of a silly deal, kind of Keanu Reeves kickoff.
Right.
And I was like, now the remake, Keanu Reeves is a big actor now, but I still don't know. A, I don't know why he would do it, and B, it's such a risk because the first one wasn't that good, I didn't think. Why try to double down on something that's not that good?
Yeah, the first one was good, but the older I get,
it's kind of like a silly parody.
Yeah, the less entertained I am when it was when I was little when I first saw it.
Yeah.
Never seen the second one.
Yeah.
And now the third one.
Wait a minute, this is the third one?
Yes, this is the third one.
I didn't even know there was a second one. I thought this was the second one.
Yeah, no, there was a second one, and it was called Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey.
Oh, I do remember that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I can tell you how popular that was.
Wow. Yeah. Anyway, they got some work to do, but yeah. Anyway.
Yeah. So now I'm wanting to see it just for the nostalgia value, but yet I'm still like, okay, how are they going to make a movie that good when the first two is based on them being teenagers, and you can't tell me that these 40, 50-year-old guys can still act like they was.
Yep. Hey, our next podcast should be movie reviews.
I like it.
Siskel and Ebert redo, or something like that.
And we can do just all classics.
Oh, anything. I don't know.
I think
I'm a movie watcher. I'm not a TV show watcher. I'm a movie watcher.
Well, I am too. I like a movie. I like a good movie, and I've even gone back and watched a lot of the cult classics. I started.
I still do.
Child's Play, the Chucky movies, the original.
I don't do scary movies.
Well, I'm not a big scary movie fan unless it's got a good storyline. Now, if it's got a good storyline, I'll watch it. But if they're just blood, guts, and gore just for the sake of blood, guts, gore, I'm out.
Yeah, I got ruined with the Friday the 13th.
Okay.
When I was little, I watched the original Friday the 13th, and it scared the bejesus out of me.
so you've been scarred ever since.
Then, Nightmare on Elm Street, that whole deal. That was me growing up. Everybody's like, "Let's go watch it," and I'm like, "I don't know, I can't."
Yeah. See, I was, Sadie's age whenever Friday the 13th and Nightmare on Elm Street came out. So I was aware of it, but it was there's not even
full effect.
Not even a chance of possibility.
Anyway, So I like movie reviews. I can talk movies all day.
All right, now, so I'm starting to see Emerson's eyes just glaze over. Do you have any idea what Dave and I are talking about?
Yeah, I've watched Chucky and Child's Play. Other than that, I don't really know what you're talking about. I know what Ghostbusters is, but other than that, I didn't know.
So this is the golden ticket question to get in on our movie review podcast. What's your favorite movie?
Well, I don't know.
The door's
I like
closing.
a lot of movies.
The door is closing.
Yeah, I don't know.
You better throw out a good one.
Okay, podcast idea. We do the movie review, but each week one person picks the movie, and then we all have to watch it and review it.
Well, I still want to know what your favorite movie is.
I don't have one. Like, I really don't have a.
So you don't.
Have you ever seen Tin Cup?
No, I've never heard of it.
Goodness.
So you don't
it's a golf movie.
So Emerson, you don't have a go-to movie, like if you're flipping through the TV or you're streaming on Netflix and you stop on the movie and you go, okay, I have to watch this regardless.
I'm hooked because it's on.
Yeah.
No.
Nothing?
Really?
No.
I'm shocked.
Who's your favorite actor or actress?
Don't have one.
You're fired. Okay.
Are you Amish? I mean,
like.
You don't have a go-to movie that you're just like, what's your favorite movie quote? Is there a movie you quote, something you can throw out?
No.
Do you know what You're Killing Me Smalls is from?
Yeah, from the Sandlot.
All right, you're back in.
Okay.
You're back in a little bit.
Okay.
You're still going to have a favorite movie. What's the last movie you watched that you really liked?
I like Joe Dirt. That's a funny movie.
Okay.
It's dumb, but it's funny.
Yeah,
okay.
Gotta like a mullet.
Yeah.
Life's a Garden, dig it.
Joe Dirt.
Yeah. All right, so Tin Cup is like a really good golf movie. Have you seen Bagger Vance, Legend of Bagger Vance?
Nope.
Do you even golf?
Sometimes.
Now, actually, Emerson got a really big honor here lately. Go ahead and tell us about your...
I got 7th place out of 50-something girls. Yesterday at Mingo Bottom and made all tournament.
Yeah.
Wow.
So for those out there that are listening to this technology podcast, we'll throw some sports knowledge on you. And Emerson is a golfer, and she's a sophomore.
Yep.
On the high school team, local high school team here, and finished 7th out of 50 in an all-girls state tournament, and got the honor of the all team or whatever it was.
All tournament, yeah.
All tournament. There you go. Yeah, and you got invited to another big one, right? Or is that the all tournament that you'll go to?
I think that was the one that we go to.
Okay, so big honors for him. She's also coming off the Junior Callaway Youth Player of the Year award too from the summer.
Well, congratulations, Tim.
Thank you.
Unfortunately, she doesn't know what Tin Cup is, nor the Legend of Bagger Vance. So still on the ropes with the movie review.
Okay, now have you at least seen Caddyshack?
Nope.
Oh my goodness, M.
Now I have to admit I have seen Caddyshack, and I was not as impressed with it as I thought it should be, considering it's one of those cult classics.
It's really dated, but
even I can look over the dated. The dated's not really.
How can you not just love Caddyshack? I mean, it's got several different plots to it, but Bill Murray, Chevy Chase, Rodney Dangerfield.
That's what shocked me is I wasn't as impressed with it as I thought I should be, considering the cast of characters it has. It has living legends. I mean, it's basically a
That
who's
was
who.
back before they were really big, though.
But still, I mean, I've seen Bill Murray's stuff on Saturday Night Live, and even to this day, it stands up to the test of time.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, it's just an iconic character in a movie that was not necessarily a spoof, but kind of a spoof. Like you're talking about. Have you ever seen Airplane?
Yeah, I love Airplane.
Okay, so Airplane was like a true spoof.
Yes.
Caddyshack was flirting in between.
Okay.
So it wasn't meant to be a spoof, but yet they tucked some of that in.
Right. Yeah. Airplane, Spaceballs.
Yeah.
Love them. Love them.
Okay. So yeah. Anyway, Geez, Em, do you watch any golf movies?
No. I watched Happy Gilmore couple times. That's it.
I don't even. Where do you go from here? Happy Gilmore is like the goofball movie of golf, but everybody loves it. And don't get me wrong, I kind of like it too, but Tin Cup is epic. Caddyshack's a classic. Legend of Bagger Vance is a good heartfelt drama with golf. Yeah, you got to watch some movies, Em. Come on. I don't know what you do with your time, but it ought to be spent on golf movies.
Here, Em, I'll pull you out of the fire. I've not seen Tin Cup either, so there you
Kevin
go.
Costner and
Woody Harrelson. No, is that? No, that wasn't that one. That was.
It's Kevin Costner and Hawaii Five-0 guy Don. What's his name? You know who I'm talking about.
Who played in Tin Cup?
There you go. Life of the Digital Age. We can look it up.
Kevin Costner, Rene Russo, Cheech Marin.
Oh, yeah, Cheech Marin's in it. Yeah. And,
Cheech Marin's in it.
And,
really?
And Don. Who's the other guy? Don something. Oh shoot. He wore it around the white Miami Vice guy. That's what I'm thinking of.
Who played in Tin Cup?
It's the Miami Vice guy.
Well, I thought that's who you talking about was Cheech Marin. Don Johnson?
Don Johnson.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's a really good movie. But so anyway, I think you'd like it because it's about a golfer that has trouble controlling himself.
Mm-hmm.
Like he always goes for it. Never lays up. He always just hits the ball. Very talented guy, but threw it away because he always goes for it. Anyway.
I think we're starting to lay the groundwork on another podcast.
I agree, and Em's got to get up to speed here. I don't know what she's doing.
Okay, well
all
then.
right,
so first episode, Dave's pick, Tin Cup. We have to both watch that in before we can.
The hard part's finding it though. Like it used to be on TV once a week forever. And
right.
Now you can't find it.
Yeah, see that is.
I was going to show it to Kale.
Yeah.
Because we've gotten into golf this summer. Like you got to watch Tin Cup, Legend of Bagger Vance, Caddyshack. Now we found Caddyshack.
Yeah, Caddyshack's kind of not hard to find.
Yeah, but the other two hard to find.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay, all right. On to story number 2, since we got so far off track. So
okay, we never even finished story number 1.
Oh, nice. All right, so movies anywhere that doesn't include golf topics or anything else. Just movies anywhere update.
Okay, yeah. So Movies Anywhere is now offering a feature called Screen Pass. Okay. Now this is where it's going to benefit all three of us. You can actually lend a movie out that you've purchased through one of your services that Movie Pass has in your library.
Ooh, this just got interesting, Em. So Joe's going to buy the movies for us to review. Okay. We just got to submit him our list.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Joe will pay for it.
Okay.
See where this is going.
Now, we'll have to run that by seeing the first one. I see a lot of Netflix in our future, not so much Movies Anywhere.
Yeah.
But anyway, so you can actually lend a movie out to a family or friend for free.
Right.
And they actually started this back in April as a beta, and they had over 6,000 titles available, and they've actually added an additional 500. And now you can actually have ones like Who Framed Roger Rabbit, A Star is Born Encore, The Muppets, National Treasure.
Can you look movies up, see what they have?
Yeah, you can actually.
See if they got Tin Cup. That might be number 1.
Okay, Movies Anywhere.
Heck yeah, we'll put Joe on the job. So we'll make, this will be a live test of how valuable this might be to our enterprise here of pod movies.
There it is.
Really?
Yes. Well, you have to still buy it from.
How much is it?
Okay, see retailers. Okay, let's do Amazon Prime. Okay, you can rent it on Amazon Prime for $3.99.
So $4. Now,
Okay, now you can. That's in HD. You can actually rent it in standard definition for $2.99.
Okay, so here's my question though. Using the Movies Anywhere, if you rented it, we wouldn't be able to watch it because you'd just be watching on Amazon Prime. Is that right?
Right.
So you'd have to buy it.
Right.
So if you bought it, how much would it be?
$10 for the standard definition.
So you'd have to pay $10, but then all three of us could watch it?
Yeah.
Which would be the same as all three of us renting it.
Right.
Okay. So, I mean, yeah, but then you'd have it forever.
Right.
Interesting.
Which could be like Pandora's box if we just get some off-the-wall movie that...
Yeah. Well, I mean, so that makes it interesting because then you have it, you can share it.
Right.
What's it cost to be part of Movies Anywhere?
It's free.
Okay.
Yeah, because they're just a digital, what they call digital locker. It's just kind of a coordinated setup where it just gathers all your movies,
Gotcha.
well, that they have agreements with the movie companies. So instead of going to Amazon Prime, then going to iTunes, then going to Vudu, you just go to Movies Anywhere. There's your library.
Okay.
So it kind of centralizes everything.
Gotcha. And we could pool it to where all three of us could watch, once you pay for 10 Cup, all three of us could go to Movies Anywhere and watch it.
Right, yeah. Well, one at a time. So, like, I could send you the invite, and you have 14 days to watch it.
Okay.
Now, once you start it, you only have 72 hours
Right.
from that point to watch it, but you have 14 days to watch
Somewhere
it.
in there, yeah.
So once that invitation is complete with you, then I can send it on to Em, and she could watch it.
Nice. All right. Em, are you in?
I'm in.
Get you educated on some golf movies at least. Jeez. So what would be your first movie we'd have to watch?
Oh, I don't know. Like I said, I don't have a favorite movie.
Yeah, but I mean, nothing that you'd say, hey.
Not one comes to mind. I'd have to probably think about it.
She just hit Netflix and just hit the down arrow till like the first thing pops up, whether she's watched it or not. It's like, hey guys, watch this.
Recommended? I'm in.
Yeah.
I don't know what it's about, but you recommend it, so I'm in.
Yeah, I know Em long enough that I know she would set us up to do that. She just, hey guys, this is great. And then she's
boy.
never watched it herself.
Yeah. It'll be new for everybody.
Yeah.
Here we go.
I like scary movies though.
Oh,
So
yeah. You gonna make me watch horror movies?
Probably.
Okay, well.
Now, see, Dave, I'll save you. I'll do Tommy Boy, Back to the Future, the good stuff.
Oh, I love Back to the Future. I'm an 80s movie guy.
So see, I can save you.
Have you ever heard Breakfast Club, Em?
Never seen it. I've heard of it, but I've never
Okay.
seen it.
It's been years since I've watched
And
Breakfast Club.
is my all-time favorite. And Vision Quest is a close second.
I wanted to go see Ferris Bueller the other night
Ooh,
at
yeah,
the
Ferris
Roby,
Bueller's
but
good.
didn't get a chance to.
16 Candles is on.
Is that okay? I saw. So I've never seen that one.
What? 16 Candles? Molly Ringwald?
No,
Man, the rap. That's it. Yeah. You've seen St. Elmo's Fire?
no.
Phew, Joe, you're missing out on life. Here's the problem: the age difference. How old are you?
I'm 34.
Yeah, so we're about 10 years apart, 12 years. That's you just missed the 80s movies.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that's
See, that's the thing. I'm right on the edge of.
Yeah. So it's not surprising. I guess I'm not surprised you don't know about them because they're a little bit past.
Right.
So.
But
okay.
I do know more than.
Yeah. Well, you caught Ghostbusters, and you
Yeah.
kind of caught the tail end of that.
Well,
early
I've
90s.
caught those later on, like within the last few years.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. I've just started going back and watching the quote unquote good stuff.
Yeah.
Now, like Back to the Future, I've watched it since I was little.
Yeah.
Now, I've never sat down and watched all three. I've watched the first one, loved it, and have not
You ever seen
proceeded.
2 or 3?
No.
The first one's fantastic. 2 and 3 are okay. Not bad, but okay.
Well, I never thought 3 would be very good just based off the poster that they're going back to the Wild West. I thought,
It's a neat little twist on just that. I mean, same concepts, but not bad. Yeah. Melody Ringwald, Pretty in Pink, 16 Candles, all great movies. Life movies.
Yeah. Cena had never seen Ferris Bueller. And I
Really?
thought, yes.
Do you know what Ferris Bueller's Day Off is?
Never heard of it.
Bueller.
Yeah. Lots of good stuff in it. All right. Daggone. Okay, we got a lot of work to do.
Yes,
This might
we
be
do.
like 2 shows a week type podcast. Just because we got to get you guys up to speed on good movies.
Broaden your horizons.
Which might be interesting because this knowledge, I don't know that too many people nowadays are aware of those older movies that are good. And by good, I don't mean just like entertaining, because here's the problem. Movies now are all flash, bang, big explosions, high cinematography, and big graphics.
Yeah.
Back in the day, like the original you watch the original Star Wars?
Yes.
Like Return of the Jedi and stuff?
Yes.
That was all done with models and stuff. There wasn't any special effects. It was models.
Yeah.
But the movies were the quality. Not the fake quality, but the real quality was so much better.
Right. Well, what's really funny is a few years ago, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers came available on Netflix, and that Cena and I both, that's what we grew up on.
Yeah.
And so we sat down to watch it for the nostalgia value, and we got 5 minutes into it, and it's like, this is terrible.
Yeah.
And just like the cheesy graphics, like
it was always terrible though.
Well, but when you're 6, 7, 8 years old, that's the coolest thing in town. Yeah. But going back, it's like there's Christmas lights in the background.
Yeah. Have you ever seen Power Rangers?
No.
Okay.
And then
you're not missing anything.
Then Cena and I started watching a show on Netflix called The Toys That Made Us.
Huh.
That is very interesting. There's 3 seasons of it, and they actually just pick a toy category like Power Rangers, Ninja Turtles, stuff like that. And we watched the Power Rangers episode night before last.
And that was huge.
Yeah, and they was talking about the toys and how it all worked, and kind of find out the show. It was kind of like a kick in the gut for, the nostalgia side of me. The show, half of it, when they actually had the scenes with the Power Rangers themselves in their costumes and all that was actually just dubbed over video from a Power Rangers type show in Japan.
Really?
Yes. So I was like, you mean it? I mean, as long as I knew that it wasn't the actual actors in the costumes, but I figured, those are stunt doubles. But it's to find out that it was just a dubbed version. I mean, those scenes were just a rip off, copied over. I was like, well, that
that kind of makes sense.
Now it's
like, seen any of the Japanese movies that are kind of like spoofs? That's how they're made.
Yeah, it's all just dubbed over. I mean, so like the scenes where when the kids aren't in their costumes, I mean, that's actually made in a studio in Hollywood. But then
so they just had to fill in the gaps.
Yeah, and it's just like, oh, that's just when I thought it couldn't get any worse. Now you have it.
Well, here's the funny tidbit of the day. We still haven't covered update number 1.
I know. Well, we have.
I can see Cena sitting there saying, "Boys," and I'm so disappointed.
Yeah, M's probably going to get a message after the show when Cena's going to send Terrence like, "Here, look, you need to stop by the office. I need to train you to keep these guys on task.
Here's your real role. Whatever you're doing, you got to change up. This is what you need to do." All right. Anyway, all right. So Movies Anywhere, which just spun into our next podcast topic, or not topic, but next podcast total. I don't know what we need to call it, but something with movies. Movies review with M. Get him straightened up here. Anyway. All right, well, on to story number 2, news update number 2 with Alexa. So fill us in on Alexa.
Yes, so, and I guarantee somebody's echo somewhere is going nuts because we're going to say Alexa a lot, and I'm actually going to do that just to mess with people.
I was going to say Alexa, volume 10.
Yeah.
I don't care. Favorite movie of the day.
Yeah.
Or favorite song of the day.
Okay, so now you and I talked several months ago, Dave, and this actually changed your life. Paying for gas with your phone.
Yes, it was awesome.
Yes.
Still is.
Now, Alexa, if you have Alexa set up in your car or the Alexa app on your phone, you can actually now pay with gas using Alexa.
Really?
Yes.
How does that work? Just because, I understand how the app works that I use.
Right.
What's Alexa got to do with it?
So Alexa has come on board with Exxon and Mobil, and they have this available at over 11,000 gas stations in the U.S.
Okay.
And what you do is you pull up to the gas station, you pull up to your pump that you're sitting at, and it works very similar to the Exxon Mobil app and the other gas station apps. So what you'll do is you'll pull up, and if you have the Alexa app on your phone, which I don't really find convenient compared to the other options, but if your vehicle, but it also works if your vehicle has Alexa built in, or if you have the little actual Alexa Auto or Echo Auto device in your vehicle. So what you'll do is you pull up to the gas station, one of the Exxon Mobil stations that support it. You pull up and go and just say. And here, I'm actually going to spell it out this time so I don't get somebody paying.
Just let it rip. It's fine.
So you'll use the trigger word and say, pay for gas. So then it'll kick in and say, okay.
So it'll be Alexa, pay for gas?
Yes.
So if you're parked at a gas station right now, you're welcome.
Yeah. So then it'll ask you what station you're at, what pump you're at, and you'll just tell it, and then it'll just hit your payment method.
I got to be honest though.
Amazon Pay.
This seems like a lot more pain in the butt than just using the Exxon Mobil app, because the Exxon Mobil app is so easy.
Yeah, that was me. I read that and I was like, yeah. I could see one of those. At least if you have it. My thoughts are if you have it enabled in the car, it would be easier than pulling your phone out. But the Exxon Mobil app is so easy. It's kind of hard for me to
hit the button, pay for gas, select your pump, go.
Right.
It's so easy. 3-button punches in your
Right.
ear.
Plus, you get the points, which is Kale's favorite. The points
Yeah,
and
I know.
Exxon app.
Yeah, tell me about it.
So-
Those are my points too that he's got.
Yeah, that he's using.
Scoundrel.
So
That's what happens when you drive in. When you turn 16, you start figuring out how to get gas money and how to work all these apps so that you get more gas money.
Yes, I was like you, Dave. I thought it's really hard to sell for me on using Alexa, but then once I got to things like, well, if all I had to do is pull in and say, "Hey Alexa, I'm at this station, this pub," I was like, well, okay, I can see that because that would be easier than me pulling my phone out of my pocket or fooling with that.
Yeah.
So there's a little
I'm old
convenience.
school, so that's probably why I'm not buying into that right away. But
Right,
you're
so-
right. I didn't buy into the gas app either, but now I love it. So
Right.
there you go.
Well, you and I are on the same boat. It's a hard sell for me, but we'll see what happens.
Do you have Alexa in your car?
No.
Okay, I don't either. So problem averted for now.
Yes. I mean, I have the Alexa app on my phone, but that's about as far as it goes as far as being in the vehicle.
Okay, got you. All right, well, for those Alexa users, Alexa pay for gas. That's all you need to know.
Yeah. Well, and which station you're at and which pump you're at.
Yeah. And, well, and Alexa, volume 10, don't you forget about me.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. I'm just helping everybody out today.
Yeah.
It's one of those days. I just feel like helping people out.
Yeah.
Em, do you even know what we're doing?
No.
Do you have Alexa or anything like that, or
I
Google?
have a Google Chrome Mini, and I use it like once a week. I don't even.
I don't
use it
even
to
look
turn
at
my TV off when I'm asleep. That's about it.
That's a great use of technology.
So every time we say Alexa, if somebody has their Alexa and they're listening to this, it kicks it on for them.
Mm-hmm.
And then we say volume 10, which turns the volume all the way up. And then you
See,
say,
I didn't know what that meant.
yeah, and then you say whatever song you want to play, like Don't You Forget About Me.
Mm-hmm.
So Alexa, Don't You Forget About Me, volume high. So for anybody that has it, hopefully that'll kick their Alexa on for them. It'll play Don't You Forget About Me at the highest volume, and you're welcome. So
My Google, it like doesn't play music. I have to have an account.
yeah.
It's stupid. But whatever.
Her smart device is stupid.
This thing's no help at all. I gotta tell it what to do all the time.
Yeah.
Good thing it knows how to turn my TV off.
Yeah, that's the only thing I know how to do.
Yeah, that thing would have been long gone if it didn't know how to turn
Yeah.
a TV
There you
off.
go. It better learn something quick or it's out the door.
$1 million idea to make this little device about this long that has buttons on it. You can push one that turns the TV off.
Never heard of it. Never heard of it.
Yeah, you young people. I don't know. That's what we were talking the other day. The old turn dial TV.
Yeah, I was gonna say when I was a kid, I was the remote control.
There you go. Joe, go change the channel.
Yeah.
Twist the rabbit ears around. Okay. All right. Well, that's the new update for Alexa. And don't you forget about me, volume high. And I don't know what the third news update is. I can't tell if I wrote photos or if I wrote Pluto.
Pluto.
Pluto. Okay. So Pluto it is.
Yes, Pluto TV. So here's the $100 question. I'm gonna ask both of you. Do either of you know what Pluto TV is? And if you do you use it?
I have no idea.
Okay,
No.
Em. Okay. Really, Em? You don't know what Pluto TV is?
She can't get her Google thing to work. So
Yeah, I can't.
Yeah, you got a good point.
She's a golfer. All she knows how to do is hit straight drives a long way and make money putts, you know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and do it very well.
Yeah.
Thank
So
you.
that's her deal.
Okay, so Pluto TV, it started out, these two guys, they wanted to create a free streaming channel that it was absolutely, all the content was free and legal, and they just had commercials every little bit like a regular TV channel. And they slowly grew to the point where CBS Viacom actually bought them out a while back. And since CBS Viacom has bought them out, it has exploded.
Really?
Yeah, so you go in there and it's basically set up like a regular TV guide, like on your satellite dish.
Right.
And you can just go through it, and there's channels. There's literally anything and everything. They have a movie section, and they have one channel dedicated nothing but 80s movies. So right up your alley, Dave.
I'm in. You just sold me with that right there.
And
Direct TV, I'm sorry, but I just abandoned ship.
Yep. And they have literally everything: news, sporting events, kids. And
it's free.
It's absolutely free. They have now over 200 channels.
Now you don't do satellite TV or anything, right?
No,
You
I
do,
stream everything.
Zulu or something.
Hulu. I do Hulu and Netflix and Sling TV.
So how come you don't just do Pluto then?
Oh, I do Pluto. Don't get me wrong, I do.
In addition to?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, Pluto's absolutely free.
Could you do Pluto just by itself, you think?
It all depends on if you're wanting like the newest, latest content on shows and stuff that's on TV. Pluto's not up your alley, but if you're just looking for entertainment, Pluto's definitely a place to check out. They have now another one of these. We're going to go back a little bit, and I doubt very seriously M's going to know what we're talking about. American Gladiators.
I don't even. I mean, I know what you're talking about, but that's like, I don't even know, 2000s, early
90s.
90s, still 90s.
The original ones.
Now I know they got a new one out.
Yeah, they had a new one back about.
No, they got a new one out now. It's called something else though.
Okay, like American Ninja Warrior or something like that.
No, it's a shoot. We watched one episode. It's kind of like the old American Gladiator. Like they play tag.
Oh, okay, yeah, I saw that.
And you know you get a little head start, and then the guy comes out, and there's 3 of you in there, and he tags you. And
yeah.
You gotta wait. So they do.
Yeah, like Extreme Tag or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. But it's got a whole remake of the American Gladiator.
Okay.
Anyway, sorry. Go ahead.
So Pluto TV, they have, especially since CBS Viacom bought them out, they have exploded with content. I mean, it is crazy what all content they have. So not to be speed things up to yesterday or this week, CBS Viacom is doubling down, adding even more content, as if there wasn't enough to watch.
All I need is that 80s movie channel.
They've added a channel dedicated to nothing but Survivor.
Oh gosh.
The Amazing Race, and they've also added the Carol Burnett Show and Dark Shadows.
The Carol Burnett Show?
Yes.
Is this like a Carol Burnett now or Carol Burnett back then?
Like the original Carol Burnett Show.
That's crazy. What was she was in something else too?
Mama's Family. Well, no, that was actually a spin-off of the Carol Burnett Show.
Yeah, no, something else. Shoot, where they were factory workers a long time ago, like 70s.
You're thinking of I Love Lucy. When they did the factory scene where they with the chocolates.
No, it was Carol Burnett was in a TV show herself, like Three's Company, one of those type deals. Anyway.
Oh.
But she was a factory worker with her friend, and.
Okay.
Anyway. Beside the point. Okay, you got me. You sold me. Pluto TV. I'm checking you out because I'm gonna end my satellite subscription.
Yeah, there you go.
I can't take it anymore. I watch the same 5 channels, a little bit of local news, and that's about it.
Right. See, that's why.
And what kind of TV service do you have?
Sunlink.
Like cable?
Yeah, I think.
By golly. I didn't know anybody had that anymore. No, I mean, really. And, it's so easy to get satellite TV now.
Or stream everything.
We want to do that. Like, we want it because we normally don't watch, like, a whole bunch of TV, and everything that we do watch is on Hulu or Netflix.
Right.
Yeah.
So we're going to cancel.
Oh, you're jumping ship too.
And then we're going to get unlimited Wi-Fi.
Well, there you go.
There you go.
Pluto TV headed your way, right?
Yeah, because actually, if you could get something like Hulu Live, you get all your locals. So
that's what I want to get, but I don't know how. Because our, Hulu, it's with our phone plan.
Yeah, I'm with you on Sprint. Yeah.
And I don't know how to do that.
Well, if you
just upgrade it.
Thing working, you can just ask it. And
you just upgrade to Hulu Live, and it's like $60 a month, and you get all your channels plus locals.
Nice.
Because there's a lot of movies that are on Hulu Live that aren't on.
Yeah, the regular Hulu. Yeah. They try to soak you for the live subscription.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm tired of satellite though, because I don't know. I watch movies.
Well, our biggest gripe was the price kept going up for the same.
Yeah. And I've lost channels here lately. Like I like the Food Network channels that show Chopped and stuff.
Yeah.
One of them just kicked off last week.
Really?
Yeah. So there were 2 channels. I can't remember what they were, but they're side by side. But one of them just no longer available. And I'm like, man.
So with Pluto TV, they have made such a big splash. Everybody's getting scared to the point Netflix is actually starting to offer free content without a subscription.
Really?
Yes, and this is...
And Netflix is only like $10 a month.
Yeah, and Netflix is one that created all this mess.
Yeah.
And for them to start offering... Now, it's original content. It shows like Stranger Things, Bird Box, and When They See Us. So it's their original content, but for them to start offering that kind of stuff for free, Pluto TV is really...
In my opinion, I think Netflix is going downhill. Because they're getting rid of a lot of good stuff.
Well, because they're trying to shove more of their original content down your throat.
Yeah,
and I'm with you.
It's not good.
Yeah, I'm with you, Em. Every once in a while I'll catch something good, but I'm finding myself on Netflix less and less than what I used to.
Yeah. The only 2 shows that I watch is Stranger Things and The Office, and they're kicking The Office off.
What? They're kicking The Office off?
Yeah. So
okay. Well, I went and bought Cena the actual DVD box set. That's the last DVD set I've bought. I bought Cena that for anniversary gift. Yeah, I actually got Husband of the Year on that one.
That's what I told Mom I want for Christmas, because it's going off January 21.
Yeah, now it's supposed to be going over to the Peacock network.
I don't know.
NBC started their own channel called Peacock, and it's supposed to be going over to there.
So it won't disappear, you just got to switch networks.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm not a big fan of Netflix. The only reason I have it is because of Stranger Things. My kids talked me into trying Stranger Things out, and so we just binge watched it and loved it.
Yeah, so, that was surprisingly good.
Yeah. So that's the only thing. I go through and occasionally will watch a movie, but otherwise I don't worry. Check this one out, Dave. The Toys That Made Us. Oh yeah. Now they do have good documentaries.
Yes, it's entertaining enough to keep my attention, which is saying a lot.
Yeah.
But I mean, they do Legos and GI Joe, and so I mean, it's really entertaining.
Quality stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, all right. So Pluto TV, you sold me on that one. Sorry about my satellite people. I'm gonna cut you off. But back to our content here. So the review you have this week is something we talked about last week.
Yes.
So go ahead and fill us in.
So this week we're going to review Microsoft Word's Transcribe feature.
All right.
And for those of you who may have missed last week's episode, the Transcribe is a new feature only offered to Office 365 customers, and you can only use it in the online version of Word. You can't use it on the desktop version.
Right. But man, what a big benefit.
Yes.
Being able to just talk your way into typing instead of actually typing.
Right. And
hopefully averts a lot of spelling errors.
and here is how I tested. I put it through the stress test. I waited till late last night after midnight where I was good and tired.
Yeah.
And I was sitting there just, running off wide open just to see if I could, go, ha, you don't understand hillbilly. It's scary how accurate it was.
Really?
Like at least 90% accurate.
Wow. Em, do you know what we're talking about at all?
Nope.
Okay, so instead of typing, you just talk, and the app picks up your voice just like voice to text, but now it's voice to document. So it just puts it right into a Word document for you. So like if you had to type up a paper, an English paper, instead of typing, you would just talk and it would record you and then put it on paper and then you just double check it.
That's going to help a lot.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. For students, that's what we were talking. For students and professional, that's a game changer.
Yes.
They used to have like Dragon Voice.
They still have Dragon Naturally Speaking.
Yeah, but I didn't like it very well. And you had to record into a recorder and then try to download it over.
Well, they've gotten better over the years because right before I left the hospital, we started putting that in place for the doctors.
Right.
And they actually had it almost looked like a telephone. It was so big. It was a dedicated special mic for Dragon, and they actually sit there. But it was one of those, that's been several years ago, that was where the technology was still, you need to slow down and speak clearly for it to understand, because it does not understand hillbilly very well. And
Huh. So it went well for you?
Yeah, it was surprisingly well and accurate for me. Like I said, it did at least 90% accurate. So the way it works is you just open up Word online. Now you can't do it on the desktop version. And at the top there's a button that says Dictate.
Yep.
You click that and there's a little drop down menu. You hit Transcribe. It opens up a little box on the side of your Word document, and you can actually pre-record your audio like we discussed.
Yeah.
And you can upload the MP3 file or whatever, or you can actually click Live Transcribe. So I put my headset on and did and ran about 4 or 5 tests, and like I said, it was doing about 90% accuracy. And the first couple of times I was just wide open. I was not slowing down. I was not speaking clearly. I thought, let's do the test.
Oh yeah. Well, let's back up a second. So you could pre-record this like on your phone, on just a recording app.
Yes.
And then upload it.
Right.
So you don't have. You could be driving and do this, and then just upload it later.
Right.
Man, that's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Because now you don't even have to sit at your desk to do it.
Right. Or, if you still take a recording device into your college class for your professor to speak, you can just record that and then let it transcribe the whole lesson.
You catching that, Em?
Yeah.
So you can take you can take your phone in class, record your teacher, and then dictate it up to Microsoft Word and have all your notes.
I doubt she'll.
When you get to college, you'll.
Well, I was saying that you could, you know.
And we don't have service at the high school.
Well, you could still do a recording app that just
really?
records it. Yeah, and then you just upload that file because it'll save it as like an MP3, and then you could upload that file to this program, and it would transcribe it all into a Word document. Just FYI. Anyway.
I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah.
I'm not tech savvy.
Well, you know, you can turn your TV off, so that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, it's a good thing you're good at golf. You know, that's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's a good thing you're good at golf. Anyway, kids nowadays.
Yes. So like I said, it was about 90% accurate. So it was.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. For first time rolling out with a new product, I got to give Microsoft credit on this one.
I mean, and in my head, you're saying 90% accurate. Well, that just means that you only have to type 10% of something, and that'll be a correction.
Yeah, and the way it sets it up is.
So it saves you.
Yeah, the way it sets it up is it actually picks up your
punctuation
pauses. Mostly.
Yeah.
Your paragraph set up, like if you pause for just a second, it automatically starts a new paragraph,
Nice.
and it'll actually cut the recordings into those little paragraph chunks. So instead of having to listen to the whole recording, you can just listen to that first recording and read what you said versus what it actually types, so then you know what to go back and edit.
Still, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That is
Okay.
very cool.
Well, if so, let's give it your full review here. You
Okay.
gotta do thumbs up, thumbs down, stars.
I don't got to do pros and cons first.
Oh, I always forget pros and cons. I don't know why.
I'm surprised, Dave, because that was the first thing you told me before we
I
started doing
I
ads. Is you
know.
got to have pros and cons.
This is like the third time in a row.
I know you're slipping, Dave.
I know. I'm excited because I keep thinking. Here's what got me. You reviewed the one camera thing.
The Wise Cam.
Yeah, and it got 5 stars, and I was baffled by that because you never get 5 stars.
Right.
And so that kind of threw me off my game.
Right.
So I got to get my head back in the game here.
Well, this review is gonna get you back in.
So pros. Let's go pros.
The ease of use. Literally, you open up your Word document online and you click dictate. You hit transcribe, and
bam,
you're ready to go.
Okay.
And you have the option to record live or upload an audio file, so you're good either way on that.
I'm excited about that because you know how many times I've been driving in the car and been like, man, I need to send this email, or I need to, I have this thought and I need to walk through the process, and I can record it on my phone and then upload it.
Right.
So handy as can be. Okay.
Right. So those are the pros. The cons, it's only available online right now, the Office 365 users. So I'm an Office 365 user, but I don't have that option available on the desktop model of the software.
I gotta ask.
Okay.
It makes me sound really dumb, but am I a 365 user?
No.
Okay. You're my IT guy, so I don't know if I am or not. That's,
No, you're not. And
why am I not, Joe? I don't understand.
Money.
Okay. You're saving me money. I got you.
Well, the way our office is set up, it's costing us $8 a month for 5 devices.
Right.
And you have so many more devices. That
we got like 50. I got you.
Yeah, you're on my case the way it is nowadays. Spending money, so I'm not even having that discussion.
Here's the bad news. We need you to look at the firewall in Ripley because our director can't email us something. And then we need you to look at the 3 computers down in our office because they're full. Which you've made them limp along for like the last 4 years. Right. So since we're talking about you being our IT guy, that's on your agenda when we get done with the radio show.
You need to start this with, oh, by the way.
Yeah. So, oh, by the way, Denise just texted me a couple minutes ago. That's why I was checking.
Yeah.
Because like, if it's from Denise, it's probably something serious. It was remind Joe he's got to fix the firewall before he leaves, and he's got to look at the 3 computers before he leaves.
Yeah.
So FYI.
Heads up.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's only available on the online version, which...
Well, hold on. Is 365 the online version? Is that what that is?
No, Office 365 it's a monthly subscription to the Microsoft Office suite. And the way it's set up is you pay your yearly subscription.
Right.
And one of the benefits is you get so many bells and whistles. You get like a 1 terabyte storage of OneDrive. You get...
What's a terabyte?
1,000 gig.
Okay.
Massive. Yeah.
And
well, hold on. So what do I have then?
You have all those licenses you bought several years ago.
But I mean, it's just regular Microsoft Office.
Yeah. You have just regular.
It's a suite, right?
Yeah. You're running, I think, Office 2013, 2016, something like that.
Yeah, it's older.
And with Office 365, where the benefit is on this is depending on how many of your devices, you basically pay per device.
Gotcha.
So
Gotcha.
with ours, we're paying $8 a month, and we can install it on up to 5 devices. So you get that piece. Plus, in that year's time, if they offer, if Microsoft releases a new version, a completely new version, I don't have to go buy another new version.
I just get it automatically.
I get it automatically. So there's some pros and cons to it.
Okay. So anyway, so I got your well topic. Go ahead, man.
So if I'm a student, do I get Office 365?
Actually, do you have a device through the school?
Yeah, you get some version of Office stuff.
Yeah, you have probably some version of Office 365 through the school.
Yeah.
Now, in one thing you do want to look into, if you decide to go to college.
She's going to college.
Yeah, I'm going to college.
Good. That's what I like to hear.
Don't make her mom slap you for even making like it might be an option. It's not.
Yeah, I know her mom's. Yeah, I wouldn't put a pastor just for going to slap me upside the head.
Yeah. Joe, what are you thinking? Come on.
When you get to college, make sure you get an email through the college, because you'll have to have that .edu email address, and look up Office 365 for college students.
I like that you're telling her this now, because she's a sophomore. She's not going to remember this past tomorrow.
You might be surprised, because you can actually, well, not only for her, but any of these new.
She can turn her TV off. That's all I'm saying.
Oh yeah, okay. Well, for any of the parents that have seniors this year that are looking into college,
yeah, there you go. I was going to say, time out. So, when's your next golf match?
Oh, the 8th at Golf Club West Virginia.
So next week?
Yeah.
So that's all that's on her mind.
And we're still a delay on that.
Yeah. So, All right. Anyway, so you're going to college.
So any of the parents that have kids that are going to college, look into Office 365 for students. You can get a 4-year subscription for $79.
Nice. Yeah. And we talked about that in one other show.
Yeah, and the only requirements is you still have to keep that .edu email address, so you can't use your Yahoo or Gmail account. You have to use that .edu email address.
Gotcha. Cool. Okay.
So the other cons is it's not available for the mobile apps right now. It's coming soon.
So it's just for desktop?
Well, it's just the online version of the desktop.
But you can still record it to your phone in MP3 and then upload it anyway.
Yeah, you can still. Yeah,
it just won't be like live.
Right, but
that's not a huge.
Because part of the Office 365 suite, you can actually download Word and Excel onto your phone as well, or tablet. So that feature's coming to those devices soon, but not right now.
Gotcha.
And as of right now, there's no discussion for it coming to the desktop version, which is a real thorn in my side, because living in rural West Virginia, Dave, you and I both know that.
I love my desktop.
I do too. Being the IT guy and having, phone.
Why would they not do that?
Well, I'm not saying that they're not doing it, but there hasn't been any discussion about it. So I'm a little leery on if and when it's coming.
Maybe it does. It's because it doesn't have an automatic mic. Like the only way I have those on my desktop is to have like a webcam that has a mic.
Right.
So maybe it's just because.
That might be the.
I mean, anybody that's a professional now, especially now, you have to have a mic and a cam to do Zoom meetings, team meetings, and everything else. So I mean, that's pretty commonplace.
Yeah, I mean, so they may just roll it out and not make a big deal about it because it's on computer, not mobile devices. That might be their logic, but I've not seen any discussion on that, so that has me a little leery.
Honestly, though, how many people still use desktops?
More than what you think. I mean,
I mean, I love mine. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I have a hard time going away from it. But that's what we were talking. Denise and Zach and I were talking. If we have to replace the 3 computers down at the office, why not just do laptops?
Right.
Less space, less problem.
Yeah, with laptop with a docking station, so when you come in, you still have your desktop environment.
Well, I just mean just because the people that sit at those desks, are like our college kids, high school kids doing temporary work, so to speak. But anyway. All right, yeah. All right, so, man, we got way off topic on the review, but anyway.
This has been a day of diversions, I tell you.
Yeah.
So that was kind of a big hit for me. There has been no discussion. Not saying it's not going to happen, but they're big discussions of, hey, it's online and it's coming to Android and iOS. But what about desktop?
Yeah, that kind of I mean, I don't like that aspect of it, but I don't know that I know enough to worry about it because. I also have a laptop, also have a... Okay. All right. Well, thumbs up, thumbs down?
I'm going to do the star review. And
crap. I'm messing up all over the place today, Joe.
And I got to give it 3 out of 5 stars.
3. I kind of knew you were going that direction.
Yeah.
Just because, you're in the technology field and how applicable it is to you is going to be very important.
Right.
And having those cons like that spelled bad news right off the bat. Not that 3's bad.
Right.
I mean,
for a brand new product starting out,
Yeah.
and especially with Microsoft, you know how their track record goes. It's either a hit or miss kind of deal.
Right.
For being a solid 3, that's promising.
Yeah, and for what it is, it will be good. It'll
Yes.
be applicable. But man, they should have hit a home run with those.
Yeah, like I said, the testing last night it was amazing on just the transcribability alone, with it being 90% plus accuracy. I got to give that part 5 stars.
Yeah,
but for the overall review, 3 stars solid.
Well, hopefully they'll work some kinks out and then fix out how to do desktops.
Yeah, I mean, for this product being only a week old, being around on the cutting edge, there's a lot of, here's the reason why behind it, but still amazing.
Okay, cool. So thumbs up, thumbs down.
Thumbs in the middle at this point.
I got you. Sticking with that 3. Hard 3 then.
Yep.
Okay, well, hey, that's a good honest review, and not everything's going to be cherries and blossoms. It's going to have, some work in progress. Okay. Well, Microsoft, if you're listening, get to work.
Yep, there you go.
All right, well, great. Well, this is another episode of Help Desk with Joe, as always, helping people out. So if anybody has any questions about anything we talked about on the show today, or if they're just like me, running a business I run a nonprofit, or a business or anything like that, and they need help with their computers, as you're going to go down the hall and do, how do they get a hold of you?
You can give us a call at our office at 304-927-3588. Check out our website at amdigitaltechnologies.com, or check us out on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter at amdigitaltech for all that. And be sure to subscribe to the podcast, Help Desk with Joe and Dave. Be sure to leave us a 5-star review, and be sure to download the Patch Turned Up app. It's absolutely free. You can get great content and music and all kinds of stuff on there as well. And be sure to check out Patch on Facebook and YouTube as well.
Yeah, we got a ton of stuff out there. 30 shows. 30 Help Desk with Joes. And don't forget, we had all those years before that we were putting on YouTube.
Yes.
So
our archives.
Yeah, a lot of content.
Yeah, this is kind of a rarity. This is the one show that survived the pandemic.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, you're an IT guy. You can make stuff happen.
But yeah, that kind of helps.
So if you have any, and I'll throw this out there, and I know you usually do, if you have any questions or recommendations for stuff,
yes,
or
please.
If you're a technology company and you want something reviewed, send it our way. Send it Joe's way. We'll take care of it, man.
Yeah, please. If you have any topics for discussion, like we did with the transcribe feature in Microsoft Word, or if you have product reviews, if you're a person that say, I want to know information about this product, or if your company says, hey, let's have you guys review this product. It doesn't have to be anything big or extravagant. Now, if it is, that's great. If not,
hey, waterproof's a bonus.
Yeah. If it's something we can dunk in water, that's a bonus. And we've literally reviewed things over the years, everything from glass cleaner to we did the Nintendo Switch a couple weeks
or
last
Swoosh
week.
Whoosh.
Yes,
that was a big hit. Love it stuff.
Yeah, awesome. and we still to this
still
day.
Use today.
Yeah. Actually, after that review, we became resellers for them. That's how much we like that product.
And if you have anything that you can help Em out with doing something with her Google Chrome other than just turning her TV off, please throw in a comment and help the poor thing out, because
Yeah, she has all this technology and she's using it as a remote control.
As Corey Clarkson would say, bless your little heart. Okay, well, Em's going to take us out first on the podcast series, and then we'll end our Facebook Live broadcast after that. So thank you for joining us, Joe. Great job as always.
Thank you.
And again, interesting review there. That's we've been on the kick there of having really positive reviews with the cameras and the
the Wise products.
Wise products, yeah.
Yeah, and I got an email this week. There's potentially more Wise products coming. They're releasing the thermostat and some earbuds and some.
Cool.
So I'm excited.
Nice. Okay. All right. Well, Em, you ready to go?
Yeah.
So this is Em's first time producing the show. So
and that's why we've been off the rails like we have.
I know. Did you see how that works, Em? You just got the blame.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
So when Cena's upset about boys, A, you took way too long. B, you're way off topic. It's easy. Well,
I have a feeling that Em's going to have a message sent to her in a little bit with Cena's name all over it.
We're training Em. That's how that works. But anyway, okay. So Em, take us out of here with our podcast.
All right. This is Emerson, and you've been listening to Help Desk with Joe with Patch Turned Up. Stay tuned in for more podcasts, music, news, and updates from our Patch students, Patch community, and children first. This concludes our Facebook broadcast. You've been watching Help Desk with Joe. We'll be back with more shows. Make sure you tune in and join us next time.